Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. RHOC star Shannon Beador tells virtual reality why she quit dating for a year post-DUI. Choosing to be single led Shannon Beador to become the happiest she's ever been. The Real Housewives of Orange County star purposefully didn't date for a year after getting arrested for DUI in September 2023 so she could focus on herself, she exclusively shared on Page 6 virtual reality podcast. Despite being a self-described relationship girl, Beador said that the sacrifice turned out to be a positive decision. "I am good being by myself," she told co-hosts Even Real and Danny Murphy. "I am comfortable with that. So that's a lot of growth for me. I used to identify with the relationships that I was in," she continued. "I can honestly say that today and in these last 2 years I've never been happier." The reality star's DUI arrest in Newport Beach, Calif, occurred after an argument with her then-boyfriend, John Jansen, whom she dated on and off from 2019 to 2023. She was also initially charged for alleged hit and run when she crashed her car into a home, but the charge was dismissed after she paid for the damage. Beador did plead no contest to one count of driving under the influence and driving with a blood alcohol content of 0.8% or more. She was sentenced to 3 years of probation, 40 hours of community service, and ordered to complete a 9-month alcohol program. "I stayed in a relationship that I knew wasn't healthy, and I made the choices," she reflected during her appearance on the Laddie Gang podcast in April. "Nobody put a gun to my head and said, 'Get in the car.' I did it, and I'll it over and over again." Beador, 61, and Jansen, 62, called it quits for good shortly after her DUI arrest. He's now engaged to fellow RHOC star Alexis Bellino, though there's still some bad blood between the exes. Jansen sued Beador for $75,000. He allegedly loaned her for a facelift in March 2024. However, they settled the suit in November 2024. Beador is now back in the dating game, currently starring on Bravo's Love Hotel. The show follows the mother of 3 and fellow Real Housewives stars Giselle Bryant, Ashley Darby, and Luan de Lesseps as they look for love in Los Cabos, Mexico. Bellino told Real and Murphy in September that she was actually rooting for Beador to find the one. "Well, thank God, so she can stop obsessing over John and I," Bellino cracked. "But that would be amazing, and we pray she finds her Mr. Right." Shannon Beador, it would be fabulous. A longtime star of the Real Housewives of Orange County, RHOC, recently opened up on Page 6's virtual reality podcast about her personal journey following a tumultuous year. In September 2023, Beador was arrested for a DUI and a hit-and-run incident that was later dismissed upon her paying damages. This event marked a turning point in her life, leading her to make significant changes. Following the arrest, Beador chose to remain single for a year, focusing on personal growth and self-discovery. She described this period as one of the happiest times in her life, emphasizing the importance of learning to be content on her own. Previously known as a relationship girl, Beador realized that she needed to prioritize herself and her well-being. During this time, Beador also faced legal consequences, including 3 years of probation, 40 hours of community service, and mandatory completion of a 9-month alcohol program. She accepted full responsibility for her actions and used this experience as an opportunity for growth. Beador's personal life has been a topic of discussion among RHOC fans. Her ex-boyfriend, John Jansen, became engaged to fellow RHOC star Alexis Bellino shortly after their breakup. Despite legal disputes between Beador and Jansen, including a now-settled lawsuit over a $75,000 loan, Beador has returned to dating. She currently appears on Bravo's new dating show Love Hotel, alongside other RHOC stars, in a quest to find love in Los Cabos, Mexico. Bellino has expressed support for Beador's romantic journey, hoping she finds Mr. Right. This sentiment reflects a shift in their relationship, moving from past conflicts to a more supportive dynamic. Throughout her journey, Beador has received support from her RHOC co-stars. Jenna Kirschenheiter, who has experienced her own DUI arrest, described Beador's relationship with alcohol as a social experiment. Kirschenheiter emphasized the importance of Beador making her own decisions regarding alcohol and expressed her commitment to supporting her friend without imposing her own experiences on her. Additionally, during a split-cast trip to La Quinta in Season 18, Episode 7, Beador had an emotional breakdown. Her co-stars rallied around her, offering comfort and support. Beador expressed gratitude for their kindness, acknowledging that she felt overwhelmed by their love and support. Reflecting on her experiences, Beador acknowledged that RHOC Season 18 was particularly challenging. She faced personal turmoil, including the legal issues with Jansen and the emotional strain of filming alongside Tamra Judge, who did not let Beador get away with anything. Despite these challenges, Beador emphasized that she doesn't need sympathy, but hopes that viewers recognize her efforts to better herself. She expressed a desire for fans to see her as someone who is taking life seriously and working towards becoming a better person. As Beador continues her journey, she remains committed to personal growth and self-improvement. Her openness about her struggles and triumphs serves as an inspiration to others facing similar challenges. Shannon Beador, a seasoned star of The Real Housewives of Orange County, RHOC, recently opened up on Page Six's virtual reality podcast about her transformative journey following a challenging year. In September 2023, Beador faced a DUI arrest that led her to reevaluate her life choices and embark on a path of self-discovery. After the end of her relationship with John Jansen, Beador chose to remain single for a year. This decision was not just about avoiding dating, but about focusing on personal growth and healing. She acknowledged that she had always been a relationship girl, often seeking external validation through partnerships. The DUI incident served as a wake-up call, prompting her to look inward and address underlying issues. During this period, Beador engaged in a behavioral wellness program that included an alcohol component. She admitted to using alcohol as a coping mechanism during difficult times and recognized the need to make healthier choices. The program allowed her to confront these habits and work towards a more balanced lifestyle. The aftermath of the DUI arrest was not without its complications. Beador faced legal consequences, including 3 years of probation, 40 hours of community service, and mandatory completion of a 9-month alcohol program. She accepted full responsibility for her actions, demonstrating accountability and a commitment to personal growth. Additionally, Beador's breakup with John Jansen was marred by a lawsuit in which he claimed she owed him $75,000 for a facelift he funded. Beador contended that the money was a gift, not a loan. The situation was further complicated by the involvement of fellow RHOC star Alexis Bellino, who became engaged to Jansen shortly after the breakup.